Yeah, I think you're right. Just laid down a bit of a marker there, didn't he, against Dimitri, as did Michael van Gerwen when he played him. Johnny hit the treble one, so couldn't really do a lot about leaving them on 6-2. This is the problem with Gary. First game on, he shows a lot of nerves, doesn't he?
Back-to-back 180s with a 140.
96.
Anderson, we
81.
didn't know what the gap would do in it, the time off, but this is for an early break. Bullseye for Gary Anderson, and it's wayward, and Johnny Clayton off the hook in his open net.
What way do you fancy, Johnny? 18 for tops now. For a holder throw.
That's clinical.
Johnny loves a little point for the camera, doesn't he?
Anderson has the advantage in this leg.
108.
He's at it. We know that Gary Anderson can be a 180 magnet, a 180 machine. He holds the record in a Premier League. 79 180s in a Premier League season. 8-8 now for a level game. Johnny Clayton won the Masters this year because of COVID, obviously. So they can do it with no crowd there, but we know that Gary, for 3-1, 8-8. We know that Gary thrives on an atmosphere.
Just felt Johnny rushed that last start, but Gary Anderson, 52 remain. He's only going to get one dart here for 2 apiece. Big dart. Gary falls low, so what an opportunity here now for Johnny Clayton. 3 darts at the 8-8, but like you said earlier, Wayne, doubles have been a problem for these players, but not on this occasion. And a draw's no good really for Gary. He's got to win.
Yeah. Oh, this is glorious. Go, Johnny, go.
Anderson needs it. Just the wrong side the wire, and this, it's all about timing. Johnny Clayton now for a double breaker throw. 9 for double 16 for 5-1. Clinical from Johnny Clayton, an 11 dart break. We say how darts about timing, and the timing has been perfect from the Ferret in this match. Break here, and all of a sudden, Wayne, he's looking at an 8-1 victory.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have even dreamt of that at the beginning of the night.
Well, even if it does finish 8-1 and we go and have a little bourbon biscuit and a cup of tea, I won't believe it can finish 8-1. It's ridiculous, the finishing power. Oh, go on then, bullseye! He's missed that bullseye 3 times now, and it at 25 each time.
Well thrown dart, and it'd just be the way the match has gone if Johnny gets this, and as he does, and you just knew it would go in. If he does win 8-1, Johnny Clayton, as a result, he's very familiar with my Premier League campaigns. We've got something in common there, but in terms of going forward, how important is this for Johnny and a push for the playoffs?
Well, he took this out in the previous leg.
99.
Well, Gary let out a wry smile because he's thinking, right, you've missed the double and I'm not on hand to take one out.
This, the second spot, and for some performance from Johnny Clayton. Now then.
Yeah, now then indeed. I'm not going to say it was rushed because that's the pace that he throws at. Gary's not been hitting 1 double. Can he hit 2? The answer is no. Johnny Clayton wants that 9 for 8-8 again.
I'm not going to be too critical of Johnny, but is going for the ball going to cost him? It isn't. What a clinical performance from Johnny Clayton.
Good from Souza, applies the pressure. Bergh with 68. One dart. And he doesn't get it, so to Souza. 70 for the break. And he has two. He's just double checking. He has two. You gotta love him, haven't you?
I do. He's a great character.
Oh, and he's a brilliant player. Look at him, nonchalantly walking around, relaxed, at ease. And he's starting to feel it, Bergh up there, you sense. Tops.
22.
So, can he take this out? The crowd will really wake up if he can take 146 here. But he doesn't look content up there.
60. 0-1-20.
Double 10 for 4-1. Treble when he needed to make real inroads, so here is Souza. Well, that's a big visit, and now the pressure is really on the young Belgium, and that is not what he wanted.
88. 0-28.
So 3 misses there, the crowd rallying. Bergh, double 16 for a crucial hold. Come on, he says, gotta take it. And does.
Yeah, so Souza will be back.
94.
36.
36.
Double 18 for Jose de Souza.
Each on the 7th, Jose de Souza.
But de Souza way back, Laura, so plenty of time here for Dimitri Bergh.
Yeah, all de Souza can do is put some pressure on.
130. Each required 20.
Crowd rallying him, needs to hit it. And does.
Dimitri
Bergh with 128. What damage can de Souza do? Well, this is the damage that Jose de Souza can provide. And now the pressure's all back on Bergh. 128 for the roof to go off the Marshall Arena.
92.
So, de Souza with 21. It's an odd ending, but he's got 2 arrows. Might need them. So, opportunity knocks, and the crowd sense it for Dimitri Bergh to break back. Double trouble, and is that the
16.
chance gone now? De Souza 3 at double 8. Good last start from de Souza, but an edgy leg here, and Bergh, well, with a big visit, but won't get one.
94.
Yeah, needed that last treble. As I said earlier, yet to see a big fish.
60.
You want to see one?
I do, I want to see one. Can
A
it be
big
now?
fish. Well, good recovery there. Very good recovery from Dimitri van der Bergh after that loose opener. And unless he takes out 164, he will be back. Can he? Oh! So, van der Bergh with that opportunity.
151.
And he'll get 2 darts at breaking back. And he does! And the crowd rally. De Souza with the 1-2-1 finish. Can van der Bergh put the pressure on? He can't really.
60.
No.
Does he require 121? $63. Dimitri require 164.
So 164. Well, this will be some finish, wouldn't it, from van der Bergh?
Yeah, can't do it now, but good last treble there, just to put a bit of pressure on De Souza.
2 darts for the match. He's surprised about that. Double 10. Nails it. 8-6. Jose De Souza.
Now he's doing some running repairs on a busted stem, and what that is, the flight is held by the stem that screws into the dart. So he's just done some running repairs and he's back up and running and wants the bullseye.
42. 120.
120 for Aspinall to hold. Can do it. Does do it. Look at that. From Nathan Aspinall. And the battle royale is on here.
44.
Aspinall, brilliant, wasn't he, at the start of this campaign? Just he beat van der Bergh, Clayton and Wayne just before the break. Aspinall lost to van der Bergh and Clayton, so 2 defeats in a row, but he looks a different darts player tonight. And Van Gerwen under pressure early.
134.
Well, it was a good setup, but it's only a good setup if you get the rewards of having a shot. And Aspinall takes out that 75, so Van Gerwen turns this round to some tune, because Nathan is looking a tad rattled. He's got to just calm down.
No trouble though from Van Gerwen.
No, poor visit. He's already taken this out in the first leg. Can he repeat the feat? It's a different way, but who cares? It's a different way. Double 10, a nice big open bed.
And the roar is from Nathan Aspinall. Back here.
54 for bullseye. Can he? Bullseye! That was unlucky. Michael's got a trait going on at the moment, which is a low 1, which is unlike him. Tops now. This needs to go. This is a must.
19. Maybe you require 25.
This is going to hurt.
And from the 6th leg, Nathan Aspinall. 7th leg is Nathan to throw first.
Wow. As quality goes, this isn't what either would have wanted. It's
45.
It's poor.
It's a little bit disjointed at times from both. But like I said, those finishes have been the difference so far. And 5-1 is all that Van Gerwen can see.
41.
just can't make a dent, can he?
No. Too many troublous visits for both players.
Yeah, this is the poorest leg of the match so far. Who's going to take it? Van Gerwen for a break. Gets it. 5-2.
67.
100% confident. It's a good leg so far. Aspinall's best leg so far. It's 1-2-1 after just 9 darts. And the important thing here is that it's on Van Gerwen's throw. Got to be careful.
81. Michael, you require 110.
Well, this really must go from Michael Van Gerwen. Oh, how about that? And there's the roar of the lion. 40 from Van Gerwen, but probably too little, too late. It's been outstanding, this, from Nathan Aspinall. Double 12, but a chance, and it's only on his throw. Van Gerwen will get a dart.
44.
Not good enough tonight, MVG, and double 12 for 7-3.
That is 7-3. They know each other's games inside out, and we mentioned the psychology earlier, didn't we? Because they play each other so often, they don't really frighten each other.
126.
I think that's an important point. He's lost his last couple, Aspinall, but he enters the final stanza, the business end, and he sets it up beautifully for what will be a fabulous victory. Doesn't get it, and Nathan Aspinall returns for double 14, and an 8-3 victory he has taken out.
Peter Wright, like I said, realised his dream, becoming world champion, and that is the one title that's eluded this man, James Wade. When everything else in the sport. There's Peter Wright. I'll take a 170. The answer's no, but it's going to be a good setup.
82.
Yeah, the first 180 there for James Wade, just to put that pressure on.
Right now, 2-4, double 14 for 2 apiece. Just got to shuffle across slightly. Can't find his way in, and always harp on. When you miss shots like this against players, you don't feel too much about it, but when it's James Wade waiting in the wings, you half expected to go, but surprisingly not even going to go a dart at the double.
Video require 28.
There's 2 legs apiece, and Peter Wright. It's the 5th match of the match. 2 to James, 3 to Peter Wright.
Just as you were saying, 4 to Peter Wright now. Absolutely on fire.
I said, his Premier League campaign could be a little bit about timing. Peter Wright was out of sorts in the last 3, and Nathan Aspinall, Gary Anderson and Jose de Souza were fortunate enough to get Peter Wright on an off night. Well, the rest of you, doesn't look like you're going to get him on an off night. Peter Wright recapturing some form.
You require 81.
So he was on the way there, James, just got to recompose. A little smirk, but he is good at this. And he just pulls it wide, and then it's a smile, but James Wade knows he may not be back. Peter Wright already hit this in the match.
$74. You require 12.
On this occasion, so James Wade, more darts. Working his way in. We said the crowd would get involved, they certainly did there. Uncharacteristically, James Wade has missed 5 darts at a double in this leg. Peter Wright put a fourth leg on the spin, and it is forward on the spin. And he just about holds his throw.
And the players have done so well to adjust to the circumstances, and obviously playing in blocks. We've actually seen some really good periods of play, James Wade, as I said earlier, when at the end of phase one. But then you see sometimes when they've had the break, they come back and they're not perhaps playing at the same standard. So, as you say, I think it may play into the players' hands who actually get through.
Just in particular, if you've got the likes of Jose de Souza, Johnny Clayton, Dimitri van den Bergh, we're probably going to get 2 out of those 3 in the semi-finals, and it won't be a case of, well, what have I done, time to think about it. They've just got to get on with it the next night, and it's going to be an interesting race the next few nights, and leading to what is the final Premier League night on Friday. But this gentleman may not just keeping himself ahead. He is at a finish, but Peter Wright can apply some pressure. And it looks like he's going to apply a fair bit.
140, 161.
All James can do is try and set something up.
85.
Wright requires 103.
103.
6-4. Treble 17 for the double 16. Peter Wright to keep that 2-leg buffer, and he does. And James Wade, Michael van Gerwen tied at top spot. Aspinall top courtesy of better leg difference. They're on 17 points. De Souza and Johnny Clayton 3rd and 4th respectively on 16 points. Dimitri on 15. Damaging night for Gary Anderson. He's in 6th spot on 12, and Peter Wright may get a shot on this leg to guarantee a point.
Uruguay 81.
Good set-up shot there for Wade, but Peter Wright requiring 81 for the draw. Double 12.
And that is a guaranteed point for Peter Wright. And
60, Uruguay 161.
So 161 required for James Wade. Treble 17.
97.
Disappointed, but this is for the match, and a good performance from Peter Wright. Still on, double 15, a double 90, double 40. He's already won a leg on this double. He couldn't win the match on this double, and James Wade is still alive.
64.
Wow, James, he was very nonchalant with that second dart, and it's cost him, and it might just cost him the match. Peter Wright to complete a confidence-boosting victory, and he completes the job, and in all effect probably eliminates James Wade from the Premier League.